Hi guys, and welcome to part 6 on this st90. Right, what we've been up to? Well, to start with, that's all got to come off. All this stuff. All this and this got to come out, because I've managed to pick this switch up from two-wheel spares. It was seized solid. I've had it soaking in GT85 all night. That seems to have freed it up. And here we have all the right colour wires to match the bike. This come off a Honda XL 100. It doesn't say it'll fit, but all the wires are right, so I'm going to give it a go. Not looking forward to it. It took me ages to get this out from the handlebars. It's all stiff, brittle. I might end up just stripping all this back and doing it with black tape, make it a bit softer to feed through the handlebars. Other things that are going on: got the front brakes, got the brakes for the bike. They've come front and back. Got the bits for the Michelli, so that was another job got to be done. Some other bits for the bike. I nicked one of them out the other engine, got one of them. Got the neck seal for the tank. And other things I've been up to: built some shelves, went dumpster diving, got some wood, bought some brackets. It's given me a bit more room on this bench now. So, right, shall we get started? I think get this all off now and see how it goes. Right then, I've got all the switches off and I've run some big wire through the handlebars. It's come through and out at this end. Now the problem is this is old and quite brittle, the shrouding. So what I thought I'd do, I'd put some heat shrink on all the ends of the wire, heat that up. That might make it easier for feeding through instead of all the wires all separate. So we'll give this a go, see what happens, see if we can feed this wire back through there. Anyway, looks quite sporty with the bars down like that. Bit of a dragster, eh? Right, let's have a go at this. Well, that was going so well right up to the point that wasn't on. That goes there. So you know what that means, don't you? I've got to take all the wiring out because you can't get this over that with this on. This has got to go on first. What a cock up. These things happen. But I don't know, just have to carry on, take it all out again. Bollocks. Right then, pulled all that wire back through. Now we have another issue. Now I've put that on where it's supposed to go. Right, let me show you how that's how it sits at the minute. Because in the bottom of this here, there's a dowel there that fits into the handlebars. Now that is sitting where the dowel is, and you can see the difference in the length of the throttle body. Doesn't reach it. Right, so if I try and move the dowel to move this way, then we've got the wire which is sitting where this needs to be. So there's my problem. How are we going to get round it? Because we can't leave the switch there because the throttle body won't reach and all the rest. I'm going to have to come up with some idea of jangling it around a bit, because it just won't work as it is. That's probably why them switches was only put on certain bikes for this problem. But we'll have a go at doing something with it. Got nothing to lose, we've got another switch coming. Okay, sometimes you have to get a bit creative so we can get it on. It's on, that's on. Got a little bit of a gap there, but I ain't worried about that at the minute. Right, so what did I do to cure the predicament we was in? Right then, you see this one here? This is the same. What I actually done was ground the pin off and then drilled a hole. You won't see it in this one, I don't think, because that's in the way. I actually drilled a hole through there so the wires could come through. Okay, the wires are on the outside now. If you look underneath there, if it'll focus, comes out the bottom of it. It'll run down the handlebars with that one and into the headlight. And that's the way I've sort of bodged it together, just so we can find out about the electrics. Next thing, I've got to feed this into the headlight, bear this back a bit, take this heat shrink off, and then connecting to where is it? All them plugged into. So we'll feed this through, feed this back through, that one through, and connect all the wires up together how they're supposed to be, and we'll see what happens then. Okay, we've run the wire down from there, down the back, down into here, which is this one. Now, from that, the blue and the white, which is the headlight, we've separated them two. We know that's a kill switch, and we've got a brown, a white, hang on, what is it, yellow. I've got a, I don't know. Anyway, if you look at that, I'm going to put that together by unplugging each one and plugging the next one in. But yeah, it makes your brain hurt a bit, but we'll do it. Let's crack on with it. At last, I've finally got rid of that lot of wiring, and the switch is plugged in now. I've got these couple of wires here, which is the blue for the headlight, the white for the headlight, the other blue for the light in the speedo. Right, I've got everything apart, so I can't even test it at the minute. I've made another test bulb up for the one that wasn't working yesterday, or whatever day it was. I've done another one of them because I don't want to blow the seal beam, like I said. So we can try that once I get the battery and all the rest back in it. But I've still got a sneaking suspicion that the voltage regulator's bollocksed because the way it's going bright. But we'll see. I'll have to try it. Right, let me crack on a little bit longer. Right then, I've wired it all back up. Still no headlight off the switch. When it's running, I do have the backlight. That's on, as you can see. And the brake light works. Show ya. There you go, brake light comes on. The other bulb's on in there. But I've still got nothing from the headlight. Kill stick switch works, as you'll see. There you go. But for some reason, no bloody headlight. I don't know why. Anyway, I think I've messed around enough for today on this. I'm going to maybe put some brake shoes in. I think I've fried my brain enough. Right, might put all this back together at the front. Okay guys, that's doing me head in. Can't suss it out at the minute. So like I said, I'm going to get on with things that I can understand at the minute. So there's the new brake shoes. We'll get them put in. We'll get the brake connected back up and the speedo and get that out of the way so I've not got the bits lying around. So we know that's all going to come apart because we've had it apart before. So let's crack on. Let's get some bits back on it. Well, I've put all that back together. That's fine. It's just a bit tight in a spot, but that'll bed in because it's new shoes. I've covered that up because it's doing me head in, the wiring. I can come back to that, but I'll suss it in the end. I'll just go research a bit more. Anyway, the old shoes didn't look too bad compared to the brand new ones, so we'll stick them in a bag, save them. I think the next thing to do is turn it round and start doing that back end again. See if we can get a tyre on, put the new brakes in. Well, I've managed to turn it round and get the back wheel out. Brake shoes. I don't know if you can see the difference. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera, but how thick these are here. It's what these ones are. And it's the same on the bottom one. Yeah, those worn out. So the new ones are in. We can scrap them and start moving on with maybe getting that tyre off. I'm not looking forward to that. That's well stiff. We'll have a go at it. So let's crack on. Right, you can see why I need to change it. Yeah, it's all cracked up there. God knows how long that'll last, but it might last a while, but let's get it changed. Well, that's the second tyre on. That killed me again. I've got this bead breaker and all the rest, but the actual bolt in the middle of it, spindle bit, will not fit that. It's too big. Tried to do it just with that and all it does is push the wheel off. Great for the bigger bikes like them with the bigger spindles, but as for that, not a prayer. Crippled me doing it, but I've got it on. It's staying up, hopefully. Let's get it back in there. Well, it looks like I've got to fight that tyre again. Come to it and it's flat. So obviously must have nicked it when I was doing it. So the fight starts again. Anyway, I took a little break from this and we've had Mum on the ramp. We've put the new swinging arm bushes in and stuff. And the little red Chelly, I've done the puncture on that. There's the tube from that. So let's get on with this battle again with this one. Let's get it back on the ramp, get the wheel out. Let's see if we can get it done this time. So guys, it's done. It's up, done. But I couldn't face it this time. I took it in and had it done. Sometimes you just got to pay the money. Begrudgingly I have to pay. But while I was out, I noticed there's some spokes that was loose. So I took it to Central Wheels in Birmingham. Now, all the spokes are nice and tight, all done. While I was in Birmingham today, I got the tyre on and the tube in it. Saved myself a bit of work, but I didn't save myself any money, which is begrudgingly I had to pay. So what else did we do? Put the new exhaust gasket in there, copper one, and put the asbestos piece in there that I forgot to put in. So things are still moving on, we're getting there, getting closer each day. So next job, let's get this in so it's mobile again. So just like that, back wheels in, no issues. It's the next day, tyres still up, everything's sweet. So what else have I done? Put the bars on, the engine guard. Now it looks like a st90. And I've got something else to show you. Just let me start it up. There we go, we started it up. Now, look what happens. Put that on. There we go. You watch that. There we go. Back down to low. On low, works. Switch it off. It's off. Click the button. There we go. Everything's working. We finally sussed it. But I'm not going to tell you till part 7. So we're going to call it a wrap on this for this week. Happy as happy now. Yeah, a little bit of black tape on the seats as well. So I don't know what we're going to do with this. I don't really want to totally strip it all down to paint it. I like bikes with a bit of patina on them. So anyway, I'm calling it a wrap on this week. Bring you back next week. So thanks for the new subscribers. And I'm down and I'm gone.